Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Pyre Community RITE Night, which means of course some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre, featuring first and foremost none other than the members of the RITE Club Discord server, the place for all things multiplayer Pyre. And if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then look no further, because you can join said Discord group by clicking on that link right there. But those of you in chat, you are not off the hook. No, because you see the red circle with the white L below chat. You click on that and you'll find all the various requests that you can make today, including things ranging from selecting players, exiles, masteries, songs, arenas, even Titan Stars are all fair game. So, without further ado, let's hop in here. And we've some familiar faces stopping by. Good to see you guys again. Plague Pals, Valor, Lilac, Anor, Arumi. How's everybody doing? Chewing Dragon. Okay, now of course, perhaps, and I think you guys have already gotten into this a little bit. We have had a bit of an ongoing saga of what was once the Burger King variety, but has since transcended this plane of existence. There's like a soul realm and a whole bunch of other things. But we may end up continuing that story, at least to a certain extent, although I think I have heard from some people that, want to make sure we still have the chance to get in some more normal, quote-unquote, rights as well. So hopefully we have plenty of time to do that as well. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Plague Pals. Good to see ya. And some Path of Exile 2 announcements. Yeah, I have yet to look into all the details on that stuff, but I have been, well, Path of Exile remains the game that I've played the most out of any and everything, at least on Steam. So, I am definitely keeping my eye out for Path of Exile 2. I don't remember. I think Gwent got close, but Path of Exile remains number one. But anyways, that's an aside. Let me check to see if, as we look to get things started here. Oh, speaking of which, let me jump into Discord before I forget, because otherwise I might. But okay. Here we go. In Discord. Now let me check to see if I missed anything big in chat. I saw Frost King. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. We are obviously just getting started here, but thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Up? Is that a Failure I hear?
Tis.
And an Anor I see jumping in as well. Ooh, this is exciting. Okay, it feels like it's been a while since we had either of you in, to be honest. This feels like it's an old classic.
Some people have been monopolizing. Some people have been giving us a lot of lore to work with here.
This is true. Oh, right. That's also kind of what I was looking for, is to see if we are already getting started on that front. And
we are.
I did just see a wall of text from Chewing Dragon. Potentially multiple walls of text. So,
Drop your narrating voice, Lids.
Goodness.
We got some tea to read here.
Okay. I'll read through this, but full disclosure, I have heard from, oh my gosh, yeah, this is going to be a novel, so buckle in. I have
your best Matt Mercer.
I have heard from some people that they want to make sure we still have time to do, some more normal, whatever they want types of rights, so, we might try to balance things out a little bit more today, but let's see what we have here. So, from Chewing Dragon. I can't remember exactly where we left off in our saga last week, but I do recall that some crazy things had happened and we were left on some sort of cliffhanger. I can't recall exactly what that cliffhanger was. But anyways, I imagine we're jumping straight into things here. So, with Gilman's body left to rot on the floor of the Sea of Solace, oh wow, and the stowaway's corpse hidden deep in the Deluge's ship, Ulmer meets Raji. As it turns out, this devious imp was the alchemist who helped Dalbert to create the tome. Its ink filled with fast food sorcery and pages soaked in the soul soda solution made of the blood of Ruki's entire family? Oh my god! That is so dark. Almer feels sorry for the stowaway, whom he brutally murdered, by the way, so he persuades Raji to make her a gift. The imp gladly accepts. Meanwhile, Sir Deluge fears a growing friendship between Raji and Almer and worries for his lady's life. He sends Lady Seagrass to find Manly with a promise of gold and treasure in exchange for the support against Almer. Manly is still shaken after his entire mansion and legacy exploded and burnt to the ground. His trade partner Palmus died in this explosion, but with the help of his loyal spirit Vorfrit, he searches for Lendl and the remains of Ruki's band. He wants to destroy them, just like they destroyed everything that he worked towards. Manly would capture their souls and enslave them, and then he would take control of the entire spirit dimension. Lady Seagrass's proposal is dangerous, but Manly needed the help of the pirates. However traitorous Deluge could be. He agrees to help, but first asks Lady Seagrass to join him in his hunt. It keeps going. Barker and Hedwyn are sucked into the spirit dimension by Gareth. Dying Man, I'm not entirely sure who that is, but Dying Man needed constant attention, so the Kerr wanted to ditch him, but some unlucky survivors stumbled upon him. Horrifically burnt and scarred, both of them appeared from the deep woods. Ruki and Tizo persuaded Barker to join them on their quest to Deluge's ship. Not only could they find potions to heal their burns, but they also could find Raji's ingredients from the fast food realm to create healing burgers to save Hedwyn. Barker smells opportunity, so he decides to join these two in their heist. What could go wrong? Okay, I think that's wrong? Everything. Everything from Chewing Dragon, at least, I have now gone through. In terms of what that translates to request-wise, if anything, let's see. We have Titan Stars from I Wrote Her, and perhaps that is fitting, because it is the Titan who shall not be named. The song is also Dread Design, courtesy of I Wrote Her, which is thematically consistent and perhaps also fitting. Let's see, what else do we have? Anything else, or is that actually it? Place your bets. Who will survive in the end? Oh no. Hedwyn is dying and unable to help in the heist, so the group hides him close to the shore of the Sea of Solace. Ruki, Tizo, and Barker venture toward Deluge's ship, but are ambushed by Manly and his allies. The trio must fight to their death to escape the enraged sap. Otherwise, well, let's not just talk about that yet. Yeah, are some of the people who we previously thought to be deceased now here? And is that because they moved to the spirit realm when they were slain, and now have somehow found their way back into the realm of the living? I don't know, I will admit, despite having just read much of that, there's probably a fair bit of it that just flew straight over my head. Alright, well, alas. I don't think we have an arena. I don't think we have any exiles or masteries or anything like that, so I think all that stuff is still up to you two. Oh, also, it would probably help if I got you in the game. It would probably help, theoretically speaking,
Probably.
if I were to send you guys invites. Okay, well, Lilac heard me say that there were no particular requests, or at least not many requests, and of course, that will not do. So we are now at the boat. Okay, so let's see. So basically, exile request, Rookie, Tizo, and Barker against Manly, Lady... Technically, it's not Lady Seagrass who we have, it's Lady River. So Lady River and Vorfrit. As always, any order you are free to choose, and whichever team you would like to claim. There was an exiles request in there somewhere. I don't think I saw it, but I'll take your word for it.
He put it before the
All
walls
that
of text.
stuff.
A
Okay.
preemptive request.
Oh, I have a controller plugged in. I think you are right. Hold on. This wire... I think so. Is that a different wire? Maybe, possibly... Oh no, that's my mouse. Yeah, don't unplug that. That's probably not a good thing to unplug. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was the controller. Hopefully. Still can't move. Okay,
I am currently player 2.
let me try doing things. This is me.
No, I got it. I got it. Thank you. I'm plugging in, replugging boards.
Okay. Let me start setting you guys up on here as well. Anor. Phaler. Nightwings here and Fate here. Okay. Yeah, maybe in the name of Pyre, rather than using the word murder, we use the word banish. I don't know. Anyways. Did we have a request to turn talismans off, or was that a misclick somewhere along the way? Don't think I saw that. But I might have missed it. No, I'm not seeing it. I think we still have talismans here. Titan Stars song. Oh, there was the Exiles request. Okay, I see that Chewing Dragon made a while back before the epic. Okay, let's get
Sure,
this
I'll
one.
play the Kerr team.
Okay,
I'll take, let's see, Rookie, Tizo, and Barker. And I'm against you playing a sap. Oh, great. Well, you also have a worm.
Good evening, exiles. Welcome to the Hulk of Ores. You now have this chance to prove yourselves. Know that the scribes themselves are watching. Nightwings, stand prepared. The Fate, stand ready. Who shall stand together here this night?
alright, so prepping now for our first rite of the night, and we do have, at this point, a number of things. I suppose it's mostly the exiles that we have here. Rules are,
Right?
winning team, last score dies, losing team, oh wait, 2 exiles die? What? That's a lot of death.
Downside is a harsh place.
Apparently.
Cutthroat fast food world.
Choose someone.
You said this would be a beach episode. I'm afraid that doesn't mean it's going to be all that peaceful. Just because we're at the beach does not mean this is a vacation.
When you die, you don't die, you go to the beach. That's what happens.
Yeah, you're just banished to the beach. It's not death. It's not murder. It's not violent. Don't worry. Yeah, I think he... Lady River. Exactly, Anor.
Tizo.
That's alright for now, Chewing Dragon. I just want to make sure that at some point today we still have opportunities for people to take whatever setups they want for their teams, so that it doesn't become exclusively all these requests with all these stakes. It's one thing if you're messing around with a requested match, but one that doesn't have anyone's lives ? Hanging in the balance. Reminds you of... I don't know what that is. When you die, you go to the afterlife. A cool beach pastel color palette where you can make sandcastles? I mean, that sounds pretty good. That is perhaps the beach vacation that we were hoping for. But we will hear from Chewing Dragon as to whether that is what we have in store for whoever these three banished exiles may end up being.
Exile.
Yeah, like the rest area in Transistor. That makes sense. So who are technically the leaders of these two teams? Is it Ruki on this side? And then... wasn't Warfrit on the other? Was it Manly? I think it was Manly, right? Oh no, Anor, you're not allowed to say that word.
The Pyre has been scathed.
Well, anyways, we are now getting started with our first rite of the night. Anor on the left with the Night Wings, and Phalar on the right with the Fate, and Phalar plunging in here for 20. Don't make me ban that word. Anor with the block just before Phalar made his plunge. Oh, and the Titan Tooth from Phalar, stunning Anor here. It's not triple curse, it's double.
Oof.
Tizo is an imp, thank you very much.
Oh my word.
30 damage plunge from Anor.
The fates
That came from Borfrit. Now, she did not have prayer beads, so she is gone in this round. That means, at the moment at least, Anor is with only Lady River. Oh, but a well-timed stunning claim there, giving Anor the only exile able to move at least for a few seconds. Wasn't quite enough, though, to set up that sap throw, and in fact, Phalar on the counterattack is the one scoring here with another 20 damage Cur Plunge, this time from Ruki. And follows that up quickly with a 15 damage Imp Plunge, that time from Tizo. Or is he a Cur? Ruki blocked. Oh, but the Titan Tooth, once again, stuns Anor, but Anor able to regain control quickly enough to still make the defensive play there. And Lee has the quick throw, and has enough time this time to get it off here for 25 damage. And after that worm plunge for 15, that means one scorer is potentially all that Anor needs here. Any of her exiles would potentially have enough. In fact, with no Lady River in this round, all of her exiles are more than able to do just that. GG.
Their adversaries confidently thwarted.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
As for what exactly that means for our narrative here, we await Chewing Dragon's determination.
Right.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. That's probably not a good sign. Alright, Chewing Dragon, do you need time to write up the implications here? Should we do a normal match in the meantime? Right? Oh no, I forgot we did all these votes last week as well. And every vote ended in at least one person getting banished. Didn't we have one where we had, was it a triple tie? Was it a three-way tie last week on one occasion? And that meant that all three people got banished? I feel like that happened at the very end. Am I making that up? Yes, that did happen. Oh dear. Yeah, no, we don't actually have to put a price on the votes. I was just messing around last week when it came to that stuff. Alright, well, we do have a request for Customize Off this time around, so why don't we make this one just a quote-unquote normal match that probably doesn't have any implications for the ongoing narrative here. Oh, and we'll reset the song as well before I forget. Turn that sermon intro off. And Chewing Dragon, I think I think it is best if we go without the polls this week, in part so that we don't sacrifice half of the Pyre roster today. Never to Return Fate will be the song, actually. Okay. Alright, let's go for this. With Customize Off, it of course means randomized exiles, masteries, and talismans. We do also have a Ridge of Gold request. We won't even see what these things are in advance. We're just going to get thrown straight into the action. And throw in a Thrash Pack into the queue. Okay, yeah, just remind me for the next one, Yurui. Or rather, Irumi. Can't do this again, Chewing Dragon. No more of these polls where we potentially banish 3 people all at once. Okay, so it's a demon, a sap, and a worm for Anor. It is 2 nomads and an imp for Phaler. I'm not strong enough. I can't handle this. Not if we keep losing. Oh no! Not if we keep losing people. Snadra has the Black Hoof. She cannot pick up the orb. I'm afraid she is cursed. Anor does have Stunning Claim. We may have other cursed talismans here. It's pretty common when it comes to the Customize Off matches, or at least it certainly seems that way. Lendl, blocked and banished. Oh, and that cast deflected back and Snadra's face down. She goes. That means just Messenger Imp, but now Lendl making his return. Anor. Oh, shoulder smashed. Lendl again. Gets rid of Lady River. He's elusive.
Good.
Gets rid of all the defenders there, at least momentarily. But Orb inadvertently hits Nora's Pyre, bounces out. And Nora now recollecting, locking down the Orb with that sapling. Down goes Palmas, though. Lendl coming up short there,
Poor exile.
as did Lady River. And just a little bit harder for Phalar to get those quick counterattacks going when sometimes he finds the character closest to the orb is the one that cannot pick up that orb, which is rather inconvenient at times. Lady River again. Shoulder smashed again. Certainly Nor's most mobile character. So Nor has two big aura but slow-moving characters. Big enough aura, though, to block Lendl on that occasion. Here is the mobility with Lady River, and this time takes out one of the defenders, hops over the other, and jumps in here for 15. Yeah, at times it has felt like the Cursed Talismans are common enough on customized off matches that you have to wonder if there's actually something in that. Maybe it isn't a coincidence. There actually is some reason why there's a higher probability of them showing up, or maybe it's just confirmation bias, and it's very noticeable when the Cursed Talismans pop up, whereas in some occasions, many occasions perhaps, when there are non-Cursed Talismans, you just don't really notice what the talismans are. They never really show themselves, and so they aren't that noteworthy. Is it a shooting star imp? Black Hoof has certainly seemed to be fairly significant here. As Phalar also, for what it's worth, has what, by most accounts, you would typically say is a more defensively oriented team here. Nomads, although some people have found ways to make them work offensively, they're usually most well known for their defensive capabilities, and likewise for the imps. So I think that's the key question for Phalar, especially when he cannot pick up the orb at all with one of his characters.
Someone there rose to the occasion.
How does he manufacture offense? Whereas for Nor, it might be a question of, as we were alluding to before, that mobility. Big difference between the slow saps and demons and that much quicker worm that she has. Of course, if Anor can manage to get some of those bigger, slower exiles closer to Phalar's Pyre, then the reward is potentially much bigger, as they do have more damage. And Phalar's defenseless for the moment. If Nor is quick about it, does have a chance to score here with that sap. Now, had to cut the throw a little bit short, so it's just 15 on that occasion rather than the full 25. But Nor will take it nonetheless. Yes, Anor definitely has gotten Mooncrest for the quick respawns on many occasions already. There it is. Right on cue. So we do know about several of the talismans. There may still be a few that have yet to make themselves known. Oh, and Anor blinking out of the way just in time to avoid that imp cast.
Was dangerously close.
Overall, as we have in many ways already seen, I think on both sides they are more defensively oriented teams than they are offensive teams. So probably some slower rounds, some more chess-like maneuvers, trying to methodically carve their way forward in and around the defenders, or banishing a few of them before they can create enough space to make some moves, because outside of maybe Anor's Lady River, it's hard for either player to to weave their way around the opposing team here. No harps to fly over, curs to jump over, or anything of that sort. Perhaps Phaler can do some of those types of things with Messenger Imp, but sometimes you need a little bit of extra speed, a little bit of something else to enable those imps offensively. And there is, of course, the portal as well. Can always be an X factor depending on just how close Phaler can get that portal to Anora's Pyre. But it is Anora here, and Anora able to score with her demon, and that is worth a lot. Does mean that Ignarius is now out in this round, but Anora will take that trade for the 30 damage she just dealt. There's the shooting star. Oh, Anora got the stunning claim off just before she got banished. I don't know if I've seen that before. Would have been an uncontested opportunity for Phaler to score, but he was frozen, and by the time he unfroze, Anora got her defender back. A rare defensive stunning claim. And an effective one at that. Phaler trying to find a way to get that orb close to Anora's Pyre, nearly was able to make that happen for Lendl. Anora now on the attack, but Lady River goes down. Phaler regroups. Oh, it has a very dangerous portal. Didn't even notice that, but that is a big shortcut for him. He'll plunge here for 20 and also gets 10 leech back, so net 30 points of value there on Lendl's plunge, but it does mean he is now gone in this round, and that's especially tough for Phaler. With the Cursed Talisman on Snadra, it means the Messenger Imp here is the only exile he has who can hold the orb, but Phaler finds a way to make it happen. It was all he needed on that occasion, and he'll be fine even with the partial damage. Just to get Lendl back is a big deal. Here is Lendl. His throw is intercepted, and orb bounces out. Oh, Lendl nearly able to retrieve. Iggy versus Snadra. Iggy wins out. Now Lendl seeking revenge, as is Messenger Imp. And Anora able to get a 12 damage throw in there with her worm, so slightly less than the maximum. Lendl now with just Palmas to beat. That's all Anora needed, and Lady River has made her return. Here she is. The speed is not enough. Is that a... That wasn't a canned singularity on Lendl, was it? But no one back on Phaler's side, so time for Anora to do a fully charged sap throw, and with that, that means Phaler down to just 13 damage, one score, potentially all Anora needs here, barring unexpected rekindling from a RITE NITE talisman on Phaler's side, which I don't think we have any evidence one way or the other to suggest he does or does not have it. We know he doesn't have it on the Imp. We know he doesn't have it on Snadra, but Lendl. Do we know what Lendl's talisman is? Well, from some ranges, those throws are unblockable from the saps, but Phaler just able to get in the way of that, and that was risky. Has the banishing throws, but the throw was short, and in doing so, nearly passed it to Anora right in front of his own Pyre. Stunning claim of the more offensive variety here, but Anora not quick enough to capitalize with her sap. Free orb. Both exiles go down, and it's Lady River who picks up the scraps, and she goes in for the winning plunge.
The night wings prevail, Solos.
GG.
The Empire burns whilst that of their adversaries is but ash.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
All right. We'll head on back.
Until the next rite.
And let us know, chat, if there's anything we would like to see for the next one. Have we heard back on the details from Chewing Dragon. We might still be awaiting those results. Don't say anything, Lids. Alright, well, if there is anything we would like to see for the next one, then let us know. Otherwise, of course, if not, we can always leave it up to the players to take whatever they'd like. That is also an option. Not immediately seeing anything, except we had the song request that was in the queue, right? It was Arumi, what was your song you wanted again? Was it a thrash pack? Thrash pack? Okay. So we have a song at the very least. Let us know if there's anything else. What is your question, Lilac? What would you like to know? We've done it on a few occasions. Pretty rare. Because for the most part, we want to, if there are people who are interested and available in playing a match, we want to get those people in, give them the chance to play. But every once in a while, like I won't say most often at the start of the night, if we have some people who want to play but they're not quite available yet, they need to finish up some stuff first, and we're kind of waiting for people to get ready, then we've done an opening match with CPU versus CPU before. Alright, but I am not seeing any requests other than the song here. Okay. Oh. I was trying to get you, Failer.
Always trying.
I did get you once before, I remember that.
Before. Yeah, absolutely.
The night wings.
There's gotta be some.
Oh, it's a random boat.
The fate. Welcome.
There are no requests for this one, so this one, all up to the players to take whatever they'd like. Perhaps the boat will influence their selections here, as there are some exiles who benefit more from the boat magic than others, or at least that generally seems to be the case, and Speedy Jotariel is definitely very high, if not at the top of that list. Likewise for Ignarius. Demon number 2 for Honor. This time she's going with the Leech from the Talisman. Whereas Phaler mixing it up a little bit with Prayer Beads on Tamitha. Honor rounding out the team with a Webbed Lanthorn Tizo, so neither player going all in on the demons. Even if it looks like this will be a very demon-centric match. Lilac is like, what? You have the opportunity to go triple demon on the boat, And you choose not to. How could you? Inconceivable! Well, I suppose perhaps Phaler making the case for going the non-demon route, as he does get us started with a harp plunge there, and that was his Prayer Beads harp. So although Tempha has since been banished, it is possible for her to come back, and that was a little bit of the boat magic for you. Coming from a Nor's Jodariel. Didn't lead straight to the score, but soon thereafter, Jodariel was able to plunge. Now, she does not have Prayer Beads. She was the speedy demon on a Nor's end, so she's gone for this round. These are some very dark and foreboding raiments for Ignarius. And he plunges there for 40 damage and would have been 20 leech as well. Would have been a net 60-point plunge, but I think Ignor was still on full health there. Oh no, she wasn't. No, that was a net 60-point play. That's as big as it gets. Milda. Blocked, but has the Titan Tooth, so stuns Ignor. Gives Phaler enough time to at least sneak in a 16 damage throw there. Jody with the extra airtime, although lands into Ignarius' welcoming and banishing arms. Jody brought back. Iggy trying his hand at the whole boat magic thing. Knocks back the defenders, but does eventually go down. Now Jody to take her turn. Oh, and nearly moonwalked her way in there. Not quite enough though. What just happened? I think that was the Titan Tooth that sent Ignarius absolutely flying backward. And Jody, a little bit of help with the extra airtime, finds her way in here for 30. Does mean she's gone in this round though. And it means at the moment it is just Tizo for Ignor. Just trying to buy some time so that Iggy can make his return, but those demons take a while to come back, and that meant Phaler still with plenty of time to get a plunge in there from Tamitha. Ignor sets up the Brazen Manor on Iggy. Now looking for the big move. Or maybe it'll come from Jody. That was some serious airtime, even if the jump was not initiated from that far away. But now it's Ignarius. Brazen Manor not active on that occasion, and that means Phaler's holding on with 5 Pyre life, but Ignor gets leech in the process as well. Are you good, Phaler? I'm noticing that he is not...
We're about to find out. Okay, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Now go.
Phaler switches into Udmilda. She's banished. Tizo down, that means Ignor defenseless for a little while now. Oh, and Phaler able to switch in to his demon using the harp salute, and that means rather than the 20 damage, it's 30 damage. Had time for a full power throw as well, so no downside to that at all. Once again, just Tizo for Ignor. Not really the situation she wants to find him in. That's not his role. Ignor, with Jodariel, however, that is the exile she'd like to be on the attack with. But down she goes. Tizo back defensively. That is his specialty. Jody eyes the portal. Ooh, that was a little exciting. Iggy sets up the Brazen Manor, but perhaps more importantly, Tizo sets up a very dangerous portal, which Phaler promptly resets by plunging for 30 here. Portal now gone. Jody now gone. Iggy. Banished here. Jody returns, not in time though, to stop this 30 damage demon plunge from Phaler this time, and now suddenly, it looks like we have ourselves a 1-score match. Now, for Ignor, it could be anyone. For Phaler, it would need to be Udmilda. Jody knocks back the defender. Oh, the Feral Curse from Phaler! At the last second, throws off Ignor. And Phaler with the miraculous comeback the ace up his sleeve, which he played at the perfect time.
The rite is done.
GG. Well played, you two.
Until the stars align.
Alright, well. That's a hard one to follow up, but we'll reset here. Let us know if there is anything we're looking for on this occasion. And usually you see the Feral Curse as a more offensive technique, as Anor could have still plunged and scored with that Howler. But perhaps the shock factor was enough for Phalar to get that stop, and then at that point, after retrieving the orb, Anor was defenseless. Not seeing any requests, at least not immediately here. And that match was requestless as well, or I think entirely without any requests, yeah. Okay, Sonora says enough of that. We're gonna turn Customize off here for another round of randomized Exiles, Masteries, and Talismans. Could still do an arena, could still do a song if either of those are of interest, but otherwise, just about everything is accounted for here. But seeing no additional requests, why don't we get started with this?
The Night Wings.
It's another chaotic arena though. It's the Isle of Kalimur this time. And for Nor, it is a Cur, a Savage, and a Nomad. Almer, with the Savage Salute to teleport to the orb, and also extra damage from Living Flame, since Nor had extra starting health. Phalar has a Harp, as you can see here, plunging for 20 with that Harp. No prayer beads on her though, so she is gone. He has another Harp. Anor still, once again, going back to the Savage Plunge with Almer. Extra damage still active. Vengeful Vow, was that on Snadra? Tamitha now, plunging for another 20 damage, Harp, a score from Phalar. And the third exile from Phalar is Dalbert the Cur. In fact, they both have Dalbert. Zoxiana.
From burning flame to ash.
She'll sprint in here for 20. Almer first to the orb with his salute and finds a way through here. And at least on Anor's end, it's all Almer.
Just once more.
No, it's Dalbert who's exploding? On Phalar's end, it seems. And in doing so, creates enough time and space to set up a 20 damage throw from his teammate. Oh, and almost a black magic jump in and around the defenders from Almer, but Phalar able to handle it. Shoulder smash from Snadra, though. She retrieves the orb. That can be used offensively as well. Zoxiana around one defender. That is a very quick Harp. I wonder if it has extra speed. But after that plunge, it means this is a one-score game here. Either player able to take it.
The orb is up.
In Phalar's case, it would need to be one of his Harps in all likelihood, and it would need to be full damage. Oh, but he was inches away. Nor able to get the stop, though. And Phalar with the last second save does get Tamitha back in time because he had momentarily lost his last defender. Tamitha plunges in for the win.
The fate prevailed. The victory so narrowly
GG.
achieved, and thus more glorious.
Well played, you two.
The rite is complete.
I wrote her so bold as to say, Harp good.
Until the next.
A daring claim to make. No, I think that is that is a very fair statement. I think many would agree. All right, we'll reset here. Let us know if there's anything we would like to see for the next one, setup-wise. Oh, Camilo coming in with a mastery request, limiting us to just 2 here. That does certainly require that the players rethink their strategies a bit here. There are certainly some classes where, in the previous one she did, yeah. I don't think she did 2 in a row. The one we just did was customize off. But yeah, there are certainly... Oh, no worries, Arumi. But yeah, some exiles, some classes, the ones that really like that bottom mastery in particular, that suffer a lot from being limited to just 2 masteries, but for those that have a really good first, or obviously second, skill, then sometimes you can still get decent value there. Okay, let's see, we now have... We'll have a queue for the songs. It looks like Glorious Tradition came in first, so we'll do that one. And then we'll have Forbidden Knowledge after that. Okay. Anything else we're looking for here, or is that all? Seems like that will do. So let's get started. Oh, hold on. We do have time to do that request. We have a last-minute Exiles request, which we can still honor here, because none of the players have picked their teams yet. But it's all Curs. All Curs is the Exile request.
The rites.
That means double mastery Curs. They certainly like the lightning run on the left side, but you could make the case for just going first mastery on either side. Okay, and Anor says she'll probably jump out in 2 or 3 matches. Okay, so we have, I know Lilac and also Camilo have expressed interest in getting in, so we could look to potentially even make a double switch in the relatively near future. So I think that is the key question for this match, though, is do we see players going for the lightning run for the extra mobility, the extra speed that gives, or do they prefer going for 1 mastery on each side? That way you get 5 more damage from your plunges, which could certainly add up. We had a lot of people? Okay, I'll double check. Yeah, and in that case, if we do have a lot of people, I mean, that's great. Love to see it. On the other hand, might make sense for us to rotate through a little more quickly if we're pressed for time to get everyone in who wants to play. But we'll see. Oh, Anor breaking out the canned singularity, the bottled void here. He was considering the dying flame, which also would have been a little out of the ordinary. Went in a slightly different direction though, and then Barker with banishing throws for Phaler. Alright, I think that will be the second song in the queue. I take that to mean that's a thrash pack, Chewing Dragon. Okay, Ash and Cole for the extra starting Pyre Light. So here we go with everyone using Curs, and those Curs only have 2 masteries.
Glory goes first to the
So we
face.
won't see any triple hopping Curs. That's probably the most obvious difference between what we have here and the typical Cur setup.
Barker's
There
aim
is
was true.
Phaler's out, well, would have been Banishing Throw, suppose doesn't matter on that occasion as he goes for the score with it. Is that a double Titan Tooth stun? Looked like it.
One there.
Both players stunning each other there.
Rookie down
Phaler
to the
jumping over the
adversary.
defender and in for 15. Now that is the downside, though, of not going for the first mastery on the right side. Although neither player had it on that occasion. You get the extra mobility, but you do miss out on a little bit of the damage. Of course, we'll see how things end up here, but if we find that
Throws himself
one of the players is stuck with just a little bit of Pyre life remaining, then it does then beg the question, well, could I have managed to take that other mastery and just get a little bit more damage out of this, and maybe that could have made all the difference. Anor with the banishing throw, and that means now she has time to throw that one in for 15. Double Titan Tooth again. History repeating itself. That time, though, it's Phaler with the stun. And Phaler with the plunge. Now, that drops Anor down to 10, and this is what I mean. If Phaler had the extra damage, he would have already dealt enough to deplete all of Anor's Pyre life, but that is not the case. That means Anor, a little more time to work here. Oh, Phaler is quick, though. Gets the vanishing throw, and gets the winning plunge.
The fate
None made us the Cur Scribe.
prevails, though the
GG's.
scribes themselves
GG.
stood by their side. The right is ended.
It's just a matter of what... I mean, you have to make some sort of trade-off when you only have 2 masteries, so... What do you
Until the
sacrifice?
stars align.
It seemed like, generally speaking, the players preferred the extra mobility over the extra plunging damage. Barker in Fate attire is cursed. Alright, let me double check, because we did have a song in the queue already. It looks like it was Anor's Forbidden Knowledge. And then it'll be Chewing Dragon's Thrash Pack after that. And perhaps, given how we do have some people looking to get in, we may look to do a switch after this match here.
Yeah, I can get out in 1 or 2 more. We seem to have quite a queue today.
Let us know if there's anything else we want for this one here. At the moment, just the song. Oh, can we do all cursed talismans? All cursed talismans. Oh, and before I forget, because I nearly did, we'll restore the masteries back up to the usual 4. But cursed talismans. Okay, let's run with that.
The Night Wings versus the Fate. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
So the only thing affecting your team composition here is that cursed talisman request. Everything else is up to you. Though remember, there are some cursed talismans that you can only use on certain classes. So I suppose that is potentially a little bit of a restriction. Yeah, at this point I feel like I'm going to have to write down the queue. I'm not sure where exactly it stands, to be honest with you. Hamatha in the first slot for Nor. Taylor starting off with Almer here. There's the black hoof on Tizo for Nor. Thaler also choosing to put the black hoof on an imp, though in his case it's Raji. And the black claw on the stowaway for Nor. Whereas Phaler opts to put it on a demon. Alright, here we go. So it's all cursed talismans here. Phaler getting us off to a quick start with a 20 damage plunge from Almer. Iggy. Tizo back defensively, makes the stop. But he cannot pick up the orb, courtesy of that black hoof talisman. The stowaway maintains her aura when she has the orb. It does still gradually shrink over time. That is the talisman that Ignarius has on Phaler's side. So it's potentially possible to actually banish one of the defenders while you have the orb by ramming into them. Downside to that one is that you cannot cast. Hamatha sneaks through here for 20 damage. Obviously no prayer beads for anyone in this match, so if anyone plunges, we will not see them in the next round. Almer against Tizo. They take each other out. Oh, and that is a scary sight to see an infinite stamina demon come rampaging through that portal. But an orb gets the orb back and does a black magic jump in and around the defender and straight into the Pyre for 20 damage from the stowaway, but Phaler quickly answering here with a savage plunge of his own. Hamatha against Iggy. Stowaway, she's stopped. Iggy through the portal, but Anor had it covered. Hamatha, down she goes, as does the stowaway. Phaler eyeing that portal once more, especially effective with those demons. Not much Phaler can do here. Anor is defenseless, but Phaler cannot pick up the orb. At least not with Raji. Waits for Ignarius to make his return. That is actually the struggle for Phaler now. Having plunged with Almer means in all likelihood the only way he would be able to score would be with Ignarius, and although he may be capable of doing that, it is a little bit predictable for Anor, and Anor finds herself now in this situation where Phaler was defenseless, but Anor couldn't do anything with an imp that was unable to pick up the orb, and the other cursed talisman that we haven't spoken much about is the one that has a 50% chance of bringing people back as a Howler, which Anor is, of course, now seeing to be the case with Pamitha. Something's off about her. I can't quite put my finger on it, though. Oh, but Anor still had a portal set up directly on top of Phaler's Pyre, was just waiting to get the orb back, and was functionally an automatic score once she did. Anor defenseless here, and this time Phaler does have someone who can hold the orb, which means he is able to throw that one in. And because it's a throw, not a plunge, that means that Phaler still has 2 exiles capable of scoring here, unlike we saw in a previous round. Phaler through the portal. Oh, but now Almer comes back as a Howler, and he does not have an aura in that form, which means Anor able to just blow right past him, get the plunge there from the stowaway, but now Anor is in that situation where she has only 1 exile who can hold the orb. Phaler sets up the portal near Anor's Pyre, but again, neither imp can hold the orb itself, so the best Phaler could do there was set up someone else. Like so. And with that 30 damage plunge, it means 1 score would be all that Phaler needs here, and nobody has rekindling, nobody has any leech. But Anor not going down without a fight here. With that 20 damage plunge means that she now needs 2, in all likelihood. But after the plunge with Pamitha, she's in a tough position in this round. Phaler looking for the opening. The throw is short, and Anor recovers. But Phaler knows the stowaway is the threat, and that Tizo can't do much here. Phaler moving in with Howler form Almer. And Phaler kind of wants him to get banished so that he can reset into his other form. But Anor might just leave him there. Eventually does opt to banish him. It is still possible to plunge with a Howler, but they cannot sprint and they cannot jump. So it's difficult. They have no aura at all, so they're a complete liability defensively. No one back for Anor here. Phaler quick enough to get in for the winning plunge. GG. Well played, you two.
The ceremony is complete.
All right. Well, let's head on back. And I think exactly,
Yeah,
given how many people we have today who are interested in playing, I think it does make sense for us to cycle through players perhaps a little more quickly than we would usually do, so we still have a chance to get other people in. But thank you guys for stopping by. Phaler and Anor, good to see you both.
And thank you for hosting.
All right, so now this is what I was alluding to before, is I do not recall the exact order in which people initially expressed interest, and also we have enough that has gone on in chat since that I cannot scroll back far enough to verify the order in which people expressed interest. So, and I may also just in general need to get a reminder as to who is interested. Okay, so Arumi, I know Lilac, Camilo, Arumi, Chewing Dragon. Is there anyone else who was interested? Oh, I'm sorry. Lilac is annoyed with Pyre, so I think Lilac is saying to take that name off the list. Okay. Interest, annoyance. one and the same, really, right? Alright, well let's double check. Actually, what might be a deciding factor here is Lilac I know is on keyboard mouse. Do we have anyone else who must be on keyboard mouse? Like I know Camilo can do either. Arumi, you usually played on controller, right? And then Chewing Dragon, I don't remember what your preference is. Since we can't have two keyboard mouse people playing against each other simultaneously, it may make sense to try to split up the keyboard mouse people. Okay, Rumi's controller. That's helpful. Camilo is either, I know. Chewing Dragon is the person I don't remember which system he prefers. So with that in mind, I think it may make sense for us to go controller for Chewing Dragon. Okay, that is good as well. Okay, so in that case, I think it may make sense for us to try to split up Lilac and Camilo, although that might not be strictly necessary since I know Camilo can play on controller. So what if we go Camilo and Arumi? And then we go Lilac, Chewing Dragon a little bit later on? How does that sound? And again, I think we'll probably make the matchups a little bit shorter just so we can make sure we still have time to get people in. Okay, so let me get the invites out in that case. Let's see. Arumi, Camilo. Invites should be on their way. And I think we had still a Thrash pack in the song queue, right? Arumi playing on a new laptop, so some things may go wrong. Okay, hopefully it works out just fine. I think we have both of you in, but I can double check on the remote play side. Let's see. Would have... Let me double check. Let's see. Controller isn't working at the moment. Hold on a second. Okay. I suppose, let us know if there is anything we'd like to see setup-wise between these two. Burger skill. Of course, this will be the first match for both of them, so there's maybe something to be said for giving them a chance to have a warm-up match. Yeah, the classic unplug, replug. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Wow. Sounds reliable.
Okay, we do have an exile request, actually, from iRotor for exactly 2 curs on each team. Exactly 2. No more. No less. Controller's good, it's behaving now. And yeah, so Camilo, theoretically, you should be able to go keyboard mouse if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm saying keyboard mouse. Also, this thing has been loading for a while now. Does it say that I'm in?
Ooh, want me to re-invite you then?
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like sounds like that's worth doing. Where'd you go? Hmm? Why did your name disappear? Oh, that's... Wait, what? There you are. Okay. Spring of Jomir as well.
Okay, now I'm in.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Let me just make sure you actually have controls. And it's been a while since we had you on keyboard mouse, so I feel like it's worth double checking here as well.
Surprisingly, it is right.
Okay. All right. Oh, and let me enter in your information here. Let's see. Don't need that. But this will now be Arumi, and you're gonna go Essence today, Arumi. Okay. And then oh, everything all right?
Yep. Whoopsie.
Let's see. Essence here, and Camilo, which triumvirate would you like to be?
I'm going Fate.
Fate? Okay. There we are. Put the Herald in the queue. Okay, so I think that's next in that case. I don't think there's anything else. So why don't we get this one started then? So remember, this is exactly 2 curs is the request.
The essence shall confront the fate.
Chewing dragon. Well, the reason why I wanted to vote for certain characters' demise was because there's a lot of characters, so I needed to get rid of them. So, of course, if each team has 2 curs, that means each player can choose 1 non-cur. So they'll have to put some thought into what they'd like to do there, and in Arumi's case, it is, I think that was Titan Tooth on Messenger Imp for the stuns. The Speedy Pamatha on Camilo's side, so that means everything from here on out is a cur. Rookie, and of course we may see the players choose to set up their curs slightly differently. That is always possible. But you would think... It's Prayer Beads Rookie there. You would think the biggest difference, of course, is going to be that first choice, Imp in one case and Harp in the other. Vanishing Throws from Barker, though. Okay, I mean, that is certainly quite different from going the Prayer Beads approach. Jomir's Fang for Barker. Don't see it too often. But Arumi breaking it out here. Okay, and Camilo does opt for the Prayer Beads. So we do have 2 Prayer Beads curs. The second talisman on the curs differs, and then of course, as we were saying, the Imp and the Harp are obviously quite different.
If I were that one, I'd be rather angry.
Arumi cut off there, and Camilo recovers. Switches into Barker and does just enough to get in there for a 15 damage plunge. That was not the Prayer Beads Cur, though. So that means Camilo down to, at the moment at least, just Dalbert. Does get a block. Waits for Pamitha's return, but decides doesn't need her, but loses Dalbert. Now Camilo momentarily defenseless. Rumi does have the benefit of that portal, takes him to about half field at this point. It's not a game-changing maneuver in that case. Pamitha. She's quick and elusive. Oh, she switched in to the Cur there at the last second for a 20 damage plunge, and that was the Prayer Beads Exile for Camilo. So Camilo's still at full strength even after that plunge. He back defensively now against Barker, and does get rid of Barker. Rumi with Rookie. He's stopped. Barker hops over the cast, gets the orb back, and gets the throw here. Good for 15. Pamitha switches in to Barker, and his throw, this time a little bit short, just 12 damage rather than the full 15. Barker banished. Pamitha gets it back though, switches in to Dalbert, he plunges, and that is the Prayer Beads Cur. A little bit more damage, it's 20, and the big thing, he's still in this round, and it does mean one score potentially all Camilo needs here. But it would need to be a plunge from that higher damage Cur. The throws max out at 15, so that would be insufficient. Pamitha would also have enough damage if she has full or close to full, like she would get from that plunge.
GG.
GG.
What a crushing victory it was. The rite is ended.
Well played, you two. We do have a little bit more from Chewing Dragon here, but we do also have an Exile's request from Arumi, which was already stated, and that is to have the players take whatever they want. So not sure if this Chewing Dragon story is going to have anything to do with the setup for this next right. Let's see. I've never written that Tizo and Rookie got cooked, by the way. Just wrote that they burned alive, which is a bit different. This was actually a really cool right that time. Rookie, his team was losing, had like 5 Pyre life versus 80, and then did an insane comeback. Wanted to picture it as in a cool way, so decided that Lendl explodes the whole building, and Rookie with Tizo remained scarred and burned from this, signifying their fight against Manly and Palmas. Yeah, don't worry, they're not dead. They just burned alive.
Not the same. Have you ever burned alive?
You know, I can't say I've ever been engulfed in flames like that, thankfully. Anyone have a list of possible songs because you don't want to keep opening the game to check? Ooh. I'll be honest, for me it's mostly from memory. You can look at, there is a Supergiant soundtrack on SoundCloud. The problem is there are some songs that are actually not available directly in-game that would still be on that soundtrack. So we have most of the Pyre soundtrack available here, but not quite all of it. And similarly, you know, look for a Pyre album on YouTube. Bandcamp, yeah, all those things. It just would have a few songs that we don't actually have in-game. Speaking of songs, we had one in the queue, didn't we? What was it? It was the Herald. Okay, so that's the song. We have the Exile's request to have you take whatever you want. And I think that is it. Yeah, we've modded most of them in, but I thought there were still 1 or 2 that we don't have access to. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe we do have all of them. I haven't gone back to double check. I feel like there's been an occasion on which we were missing one. Oh, like Bound Together, for example, we don't have. We have Never to Return. Okay, well, I think let's get this one started here.
The essence shall now face the fate. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Alright, so with the team composition all up to the players here, Arumi breaks out a crone.
Sir Gilman.
Then Legendary Talisman on Gilman for the extra jumping distance on Camilo's side. Power Casting Talisman for Snadra. Goals Bracer. You know it's been a while when your usual setup isn't muscle memory anymore. So quick throwing Volfred. It wasn't quite blasphemous. It was close, but that was okay. We'll let that one slide. Some of the Tariq songs are not available.
Sir Gilman.
Waiting theme after the Liberation Rite isn't. There's a worm in the last spot for Arumi. Oh!
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Pamela I think had the hangover effect, didn't she? So I mean you canceled it out there by putting the speed back on, but functionally means that it's a base Hamatha there. But Camilo gets, I believe that was a throw, right? For 23 there. It was a little congested in and around Arumi's Pyre. Big power cast from Snadra, bounced off the sapling and took out perhaps the entirety of Arumi's team, and that means plenty of time for Camilo to throw that one in for 15. Gilman for Camilo. That throw looks like it might end up a little bit short. It is. Hamatha. Round one defender, but Snadra recovers, gets the banishment. Throw this time also a little bit short there, although Camilo got a banishment or two. Gets the orb back, and on this occasion, does get the throw in for 15.
The orb is up.
Hamatha. Yeah, no, don't share personal details if you don't want to. That's totally understandable if you don't want to. Throw for 15 once again for Camilo. Ooh, and sneaky there from Arumi. Slithers around the defenders and finds a way through there with Bertram. Bertrude gets the banishment, and now she's back in possession here. She's the only one, though, on Arumi's side, but after she goes down, Gilman makes his valiant return, but when he goes down, Arumi defenseless, at least until Snadra makes her timely return. Hamatha now switches into Gilman. His throw lands for 10. Bertrude sidesteps the cast. Takes the banishment, gets the orb back, has her stamina back, but goes down to the exploding sapling. Tamitha for Camilo. Voids one banishment, then switches into Gilman, but his throw is short and he's banished in the meantime. Arumi back with Birchroot. And with Prayer Bead, she is back in this round. Camilo's Pyre looking 30 damage lighter. Oh, that is the lightning fast sap throw, and that's all he needed to take the win. GG.
Without too much trouble.
Well played, you two.
The rite is complete.
Alright, tell you what, given how we still have, I think a couple more people who are looking to get in here, how do we feel about doing one more between you two and then doing a switch to get a couple more, get the last two people in? Does that work?
Yeah.
Arumi said, oh. I know why Arumi did that. I know why Arumi did that.
It's gonna be the harp thing, right?
I have no comment.
My gosh.
Do we have a song request? I thought we might have still had one more in the queue. Am I making that up?
And there.
Did we have one more? We might have done all the songs. I don't believe that was just not. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm seeing anything else. Let me know if I'm missing something. It's a really bad strategy, it's just funny. The pit is such an underrated arena. I know the boat gets a lot of attention for the crazy physics, but the pit honestly has, in many cases, just as much, sometimes even more, potential for memery. Okay, so I think this is it. Oh, let me reset this. I don't think we had the song. Chewing Dragon, no!
Oh. Such brazen comments.
Unacceptable.
The essence shall
And then he requests the pit anyway.
welcome.
And we're saying this will be the last one between these two, Arumi and Camilo, which means we'd be looking to get Lilac and Chewing Dragon in for the next match, which means Chewing Dragon just requested the pit for himself when he said he does not like the pit. Obviously, he must have been kidding because the pit is fantastic.
The human mind works in mysterious ways.
Exactly. Alright, so Arumi led off with a harp. It was Tamitha, and now follows that up with a webbed lanthorn Snadra. Also, a Nomad. On Camilo's side, though, in that case, it's a power casting headwind. Then quick throwing Ulmer in the last spot for Arumi. And Camilo embracing the memery with a canned singularity on Birchroot. Oh, brace yourselves. Oh, brace yourselves. Oh no, the shoulder smash took out the pinballing harp there, and Camilo able to follow that up with a 17 damage throw. But Arumi, something tells me he is going to be quite committed to the wall bouncing strats here, as it does set him up for a 20 damage harp plunge. Oh, and even Ulmer with quite the interesting wall jump there, and some pinball from the throw as well. Vanishes Camilo's Bertrude before she can get in. But now, suddenly, Arumi defenseless here, which means time for Headwind to do a wall-bouncing jump. Well done. You gotta respect that. 20 damage, 10 leech, and bonus style points, most importantly.
Unfortunate for the fate.
Oh, and Tamitha has an open avenue to the Pyre. You could see the wall bouncing wasn't quite on the right trajectory to get Arumi in, and he stopped and hesitated. Do I still commit to the wall bounce, or do I just go straight in?
A swift recovery.
But everyone down now on Arumi's end, and that means opportunity once again for Camilo, and does pull off another wall bounce once again from the headwind jump. Arumi with Tamitha, perhaps looking to get that stamina back, but blocked this time, does get it back. Tamitha down. Ulmer, wall bouncing throw. Oh, but the can singularity from Bertrude throws Arumi off. And Bertrude was going for a second there, it looked like she was going off the wall, but settles for a quick throw instead. Was that a harp push into the Pyre accidentally? Is that what led to Gilman's plunge there?
That one almost got
What's up, Fords? We are doing some Pyre, some fantasy basketball with books, and oh, that was awfully close to being a pinball score there, but Camilo kept his eye on the prize and got the banishment. Oh, and sometimes those wall bouncing throws, they just don't go quite as far as you expect. Bertrude had the speed, but got banished nonetheless, and Camilo was defenseless. Perhaps if Arumi were to have gone straight in, might have had enough time to have gotten there before Camilo got his defenders back, but did not work out that way. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god.
Straight out of a cannon. Now you understand why you must fear the pinball harp. Oh, and Camilo with a quick counterattack had Bertrude right next to the Pyre and uses her to get the winning plunge.
GG.
GG.
The ceremony is
That was the best ping pong you've ever gotten. Wonderful. That was pretty fantastic. And I think the pit lived up to our expectations there, perhaps even exceeded them, because we had some memery on both sides there. And you'd love to see it. GG's Arumi. GG's Camilo. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Have a good night. Glad to get you in. And if Lilac and Chewing Dragon are still available, we can look to get you two in now. Lilac is certainly up for it, as is Chewing Dragon. Okay. Let me get you guys the invites. One unread message from a random person who I don't know. You know? Wait. Is that Chewing Dragon? Is that you, Chewing Dragon? Cause your Steam name is not Chewing Dragon anymore.
Wait, what? What happened?
I got a message from what was seemingly a random person with a weird Steam name. I was like, that's strange. I don't know why I got that DM. Then I realized, wait, no, they're already on my friends list. This is someone I know who has changed their Steam name.
I've heard of that phenomenon before, I think. I do not think it would be practical to request it this week, but next week, is there a chance that I could request a CPU versus CPU match for the lulz?
Yeah, I mean, I would say in general, it's probably best for times when we do not have that many people.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how busy things have been today.
Yeah, got a lot of people. It's good to see.
And I get to play against Chewing Dragon, oh boy.
What's up, Genocide? How's it going? We're doing some Pyre today, which is it's a different game, of course. It's oftentimes we call it fantasy basketball, magic basketball of sorts.
Found family basketball.
It's hard to describe it exactly, but you know, basically, there's an orb, a ball. You try to throw that ball into the opposing person's fire.
Yeah.
If you do that,
Also,
you deal damage.
Yeah.
Is Pyre cross-platform? No, because we're using Steam Remote Play for this, so no. It wouldn't.
Wait, what does cross-platform mean?
Meaning, like, we're on computer and someone else could play with us on PlayStation or Xbox.
Wait, then how are other people playing with the controller? Oh, you
using an Xbox controller plugged into a PC, or, you know, some
okay.
other controller plugged into a PC.
Got it, gotcha. Also, I will be dissidents.
Okay. And thanks for stopping by as well, Big Country. Good to see some Mass Effect peoples as well. Let me invite this person who apparently is not a random stranger, but is actually Chewing Dragon.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Chewing Dragon has been surprisingly merciful today. I think.
Well,
You
I mean,
say?
you're saying this right before you start playing against Chewing Dragon. I feel like
true. This
you're
is true.
don't get too far ahead of yourself
This is
here.
true. This is true. Yes, I spoke too soon.
Okay, so you said Lilac Dissidents, was that right?
Yep. Yes, please.
Okay,
Thank
and
you.
oh wait,
Hmm?
I'm pretty sure Chewing Dragon also likes playing as the Dissidents. Chewing Dragon, what is your team of choice? Uh-oh.
Wait,
Do we have a
is-
Dissidents face-off here?
Is Chewing Dragon in the voice chat?
I don't know. I have to double check. Not at
did-
the moment. I am an ancient Dissidents player. This is true. He speaks the truth. I can confirm he has played as the Dissidents in the past.
How long has he been with us?
The phrasing is so strange, but how long has he been with us?
Well,
Like, are you
how long-
asking how old he? No, obviously you're asking how long he's been playing Pyre with us, but a few years.
Mhm. And I'm a new Dissidents player.
So what does that
But,
mean in terms of
like-
who claims the Dissidents and who takes whatever team
Well,
number 2 is?
I could either fight him to the death, or I could take fate. But I could also fight him to the death.
Chewing Dragons that long ago, really? Wow.
Wow.
2020 for Chewing Dragon.
So Chewing Dragon is at least 4 years old.
True. That is the conclusion that I think we come to here, is that Chewing Dragon is at least 4 years old. Anything more than that, we can't say.
Up for speculation.
But you were playing
Okay.
before that?
Oh wow.
Okay, well, let's see. We should have both of you in now, I think. Let me just double check that remote play has gone through for both of you.
Chewing Dragon, do you want to join the VC? Would you like? Oh wait. He can't use Discord.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Oh.
I think
Hmm.
it seems like he probably cannot. Yeah.
Darn. Maybe someday. Tragic.
Okay.
Just so you know, Chewing Dragon, I'm going to mop the floor with you out of vengeance.
Oh, okay. This seems like this is basically a matter of Lilac trying to win the dissidents from Chewing Dragon to me.
No, I'm not. I don't care quite. I do care about staying on distance, but my vengeance is I'm trying to avenge the poor souls that died in. Chewing
Whoa.
Dragon's
They were
invite.
banished, okay? They were banished.
Banished to the afterlife.
Maybe, yeah, but we're gonna use the word banished, okay?
Hmm. I am here to avenge. I'm here to avenge the.
Oh, Chewing Dragon going
Why is-
tempers.
Is the sound question? I don't hear any music right now.
Oh, that's a
At
little
all.
strange.
Like I can deal with it, but just curious.
No, I mean you probably should be hearing at this point. I can try doing the uninvite, reinvite, of course. Give that a
Okay.
shot, see if that fix it. It might. It seems
Thank
like
you.
Chewing Dragon is letting you claim the dissidents
thank-
here.
I thank you, Chewing Dragon. How interesting name choice he's got there.
Oh, now you understand my reaction when I saw I got a
Yes, I
DM
do.
from this person.
Yes, I understand it now. Why, Chewing Dragon? I must ask why. Why, Chewing Dragon?
The world may never know.
Who is Jeff?
Meanwhile, it technically is possible that chat might have seen what his name was, but for those who didn't, they're like, what does he have to do with it? Who's Jeff? Anyways,
This person is a god?
apparently.
Okay.
All right. Well, as for requests,
Like Falcon Ronaldo?
we have an arena request. I think that is it at the moment. So we can give these two a little bit of a chance to warm up since it is the first match of the day for both of them. And Chewing Dragon says it's been quite some time since he last played, so maybe that is in
I did
everyone's best
play-
interest.
I did play some Pyre earlier today.
Oh, you cheated!
No, hear me out. I didn't actually play. I played CPU versus CPU.
I don't know.
Wait, since when is it cheating to play beforehand?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
Well, anyways, why don't we get this one started? We'll have you guys take whatever you want.
there is no audio for the game. for
Okay,
me.
I am not sure why that is.
The
cursed.
dissidents shall now face.
It's very, very
the
quiet for me.
Tempers.
Huh.
Welcome.
Yeah, I have no idea
Extreme.
why that might be the case.
Who shall
And I
conduct
cannot click
the
anything.
rites?
Okay, well that can be resolved because I imagine that means. Well, now you get to see what Chewing Dragon's name is. But now you should be able to move the cursor and all that stuff.
Thank you. I'm nothing if not predictable.
Oralek.
So it's Orlek in the first spot for Lilac.
Excellent choice. Excellent choice. Because we all know that Ulmer is one of the best characters.
Alma.
It is Prayer Beads Ulmer in the first spot for Chewing Dragon. Is this our first Orlek sighting today? It might be. seen a fair bit of demons, but I don't think we've had Orlek yet.
Tizo.
Legendary Talisman on Tizo for infinite stamina.
Do you have any idea why I'm not getting any audio?
No, I honestly don't.
Okay. I'm just very perplexed.
I mean, it seems like it's probably a wonderful Steam Remote Play feature that we are experiencing.
Wonderful Steam Remote Play features. Yes.
Of the unexpected variety.
Iggy! We love Iggy. Baby girl. Lids, do you still not know what baby girl means?
Ignarius.
Well.
I can't tell. I can't. Okay.
Now begin.
Anyway.
I couldn't tell if your silence was because suddenly Discord was breaking too, or if you just were not responding.
Well, we do have now our first match of the night between Lilac and Chewing Dragon. They have also never played each other. Oh, also I see Chewing Dragon's name is blocking his Pyre life number. Once upon a time, I definitely specifically set up that name to be in a position where Chewing Dragon would not block the number there. We could stop if that's like really annoying. Then I think
it's kind of funny.
Stop.
I think it's kind of funny.
I can move it over for a little bit if that's really disruptive for people. If so, I kind of understand. But Chewing Dragon plunges in here for 20. At the very least, I will certainly do it once this match is over. Lendl almost makes it in there, but Tizo, fittingly enough, is the one to get the banishment.
This is such a surreal experience right now, just playing Pyre with no sound.
Maybe the sound was just the friends we made along the way.
Well, I miss my friends. I miss my friends now, Lids. I miss them a lot. I'll be back. That was a reference that you probably won't understand.
Orlek gets the banishments. Orlek against Ignarius here. Oh, and nearly sniped by Ignarius, but does eventually go down. Almer now. Bertrude threatening. Almer does end up going down. Now Bertrude on the attack. Right? It sounds like a Mass Effect Andromeda bug. Unfortunately, there's a very frequent bug for that, where all the audio goes away.
That sounds very unfortunate.
It is Bertrude jumping in here for 30. Yeah, unfortunately, in that case, you have to restart the entire game in order for it to be fixed. In a multiplayer game in which you are oftentimes in a lobby with several other people. It's a little disruptive.
Yeah, just a little disruptive.
Lendl with the shoulder smash, exacting revenge on Tizo, who had banished him previously. The feud between those two continues. Was a Sonic Dubs reference? Oh, I totally knew that, yeah. I agree.
I miss my wife Tails. I miss her a lot.
Orlek down. He's gonna have to wait the full 30 seconds. That is, unless Chewing Dragon plunges in here for 10, but with that Stubborn Flame, the damage is getting reduced by 10 each time, and that is fairly significant. Orlek now, back with it, and plunges for 25. Tizo sidesteps the cast. Waiting for some reinforcements here. Orlek is not going to come back, but Bertrude will eventually. Here she is. But in the meantime, Chewing Dragon has recollected the orb, but loses Ignarius there.
All banished.
Opportunity here for Chewing Dragon if he's quick. And he is, quick enough at least, to get this 10 damage plunge. Once again, reduced by the stubborn flame. Orlek plunging again for 25, but it does mean once again that he is gone for this round as he does not have prayer beads. Bertrude perhaps looking for a portal, but there isn't one there yet. Gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way on this occasion. And perhaps that means bouncing off the wall. That was not enough. Not that time, at least. Tizo with that infinite stamina. Can't quite dance around the defenders, but does actually end up banishing one of them. Iggy. Eventually gets the block. Now there is a portal for Lilac to use, but maybe most meaningful when Lilac is in possession. As Chewing Dragon does have it back with Lendl plunging for 20 here. And he had prayer beads. The Chewing Dragon still at full strength. Orlek. Oh, and was that Lendl? I think that was Lendl who was stunned, so his aura was temporarily removed, but it came back just in time to stop that potential score. Palmer. Banished. Oh, and Iggy actually gets a double banishment there, but Tizo returns quickly. Orlek returns. Chewing Dragon not quite able to get that uncontested scoring opportunity that he might have been looking for. Orlek stopped here, but the Mooncrest triggers, so he comes back almost immediately. Here he is. But he's shoulder smashed there, but the Mooncrest triggers again. Bit of a standoff here. Iggy trying to clear out a little bit more space for Chewing Dragon before he makes a move.
The orb is up.
Chewing Dragon starts moving all the pieces into the middle. And it pays off. The 10 damage Lendl plunge here, and again, Lendl with prayer beads, he is back. Oh, and Orlek, inches short on that occasion, got banished rather than getting the plunge. Dragon.
Not much force of will behind that thrust.
True?
What?
That?
What was
Somehow?
What was that? What,
I
what
did not
was-
see a throw there, but
did not see
apparently,
any-
somehow, some way, Chewing Dragon did that, and 2 damage throws are pretty rare to. Well, I suppose that's probably because of the Stubborn Flame. Otherwise, I was going to say 2 damage. It's, practically does not even exist. At least when it comes to throws. Banish it, or plunges as well, I suppose. Lendl trying to cause some trouble here with all those big casts.
This is so strange with no audio. Just imagine this. There is no music. There are no sound effects. I'm just listening to Lids talking.
Good.
Very surreal.
Good. As the voice would say, apparently.
Please no.
A swift recovery.
Evil ASMR.
Iggy. And Lendl. Now Ulmer, but he goes down. Orlek sends Lendl flying. But can't finish the job there, but the Mooncrest once again paying off here for Lilac. Rather than a 30-second respawn time, it's just a 1-second respawn time.
A second win.
Oh, and Orlek, though, catches just the edge of that cast. Does go down. No Mooncrest triggering that time, so almost the opportunity
No sign of the dissidents for now.
that Chewing Dragon was looking for, and now it presents itself.
Plunged into the fires of
So
its
this
foe.
time, able to get the 10 damage plunge. Again, it's Lendl, and Chewing Dragon's
Lids
been...
ASMR channel win.
Chewing Dragon's been able to consistently get the plunge from his character that comes back after plunging. In that way, Lendl has been the centerpiece
United,
offensively and defensively as he gets all the banishments here. And technically he doesn't need to throw,
equal effort.
but he'll do it anyway.
No more than a lick of flame remains.
And with the Stubborn Flame, it means that makes it impossible for Lendl or Almer to finish the job with one score, but Ignarius would have sufficient damage.
Do you think this has any bearing on the story?
Oh, careful now.
Yeah, you're right. Those are dangerous.
Don't tempt
words
fate.
to-
Oh, but look at this. With Orlek's plunge, it drops Chewing Dragon down to 30. It is technically possible for Lilac to finish this with one score as well, though it would need to be from Bertrude. Chewing Dragon does not have sufficient damage here. It's only 10, but now anyone would have enough damage for Chewing Dragon in almost any circumstance. As I was saying, Lilac, it is possible to get the winning score here, but would need to be picky. Nearly made it in there with Tizo. He would not have enough. Getting bullied a bit here, but returns the favor. Wins the orb back, sets up a dangerous portal. Lilac, though, waiting for others to return, as right now it's just Bertrude.
Unimpressive
And somehow, Chewing Dragon throws it in for 2 damage, which means Lilac is holding on with 1.
Oh. Jeez.
Double banishment there from Lendl, trying to cause some trouble. Nearly did, but Orlek came back instantly on a couple of occasions. Oh, but he's shoulder smashed there, and he comes back again. Mooncrest paying off big time here. Chewing Dragon in possession. Lilac wins it back. Orlek, banished here. Comes back quickly once more. Whole bunch of casts from Chewing Dragon. Certainly an intimidating sight. Chewing Dragon does eventually win back the orb. Almer, banished here. Next up is Lendl. He gets a double banishment, and Lendl now, oh, he hesitates. He passes back. And with Almer, Chewing Dragon gets the winning plunge.
GG.
GG.
deserve their freedom after all.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Alright, well, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And let us know, chat, if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one.
Are there any more people in the queue?
Any more people what?
In the queue?
I don't think so.
Oh wow. You all have had your fun.
Or at least when I circled back to double check a little while ago, it was just the people who we have had in thus far. Is the Old Ways a song that can be played? Can we do the Old Ways? That's a good question. I actually don't know.
Wait, every character in my team gets double banished? What does that mean?
Cross King,
Do you
it
mean-
does not seem as though we can do... Technically, there is one workaround where we can kind of do it, but... Wait, hold on. What is this other thing? Oh, right, we're back at the soup.
Soup.
Oh, that's... Okay, that's the soup. Gotcha. Yeah,
What's gonna happen to me chewing dragon?
technically, the one clever way we had to play the old ways would have only been for the, like, intro part, as we're loading into the arena, and it requires that we go to a specific arena. And this is not that arena, so we cannot do the old ways, at least not for this match. If you'd like to request something else for this one, you are welcome to do so.
What are you gonna
Exactly,
do
I
to me
wrote it
chewing
exactly.
dragon? What are you going to do to me chewing dragon?
Never to Return? Okay, we actually have several versions of Never to Return, though. We have the version for each of the triumvirates, and we have the old... Any version? Okay. Let's see. What if we go for one that we don't hear very often? I feel like we don't hear Accusers Never to Return very often. Maybe we go with that. I'm gonna Barker you? Oh no.
What? Wait, what happened to Barker again? I forget.
I don't know. We might be about to find out.
Oh no.
Okay, so why don't we go for this then? The team setup is going to be up to you two.
I am afraid. I'm deeply afraid.
The dissidents versus the tempers.
I hope not.
Welcome.
I hope not, Ari.
Who shall conduct
Please
the rites?
don't! Please do not! Please. Jeez. That would not be desirable.
It's a speedy Jody in the first spot for Lilac. Again, this is all up to the players here to take whatever they want, and Chewing Dragon was saying he had some plan for Barker.
I'm intrigued and also afraid.
Barker.
There he is. Leech on the stowaway in the second spot for Lilac.
Yeah, I'm not. You shouldn't pee on me because I'm not wealthy.
Oh, okay, I'm noticing a bit of a trend here. I am noticing
I am,
a little bit of a trend.
I am also noticing a bit of a trend here. Interesting.
Right light for the extra rekindling in Gilman's Talisman for Lilac. And we have 2 out of 3 of a few different categories.
Ah, Gareth, we meet again.
But Chewing Dragon.
Or do we? Interesting.
Throws us the curveball just to see if we were paying attention.
Now
Intriguing.
Does in fact go triple cur and triple cursed talisman. Did take the cursed talisman that prevents him from picking up the orb on his first cur, which is, you know,
Why
maybe-
would you do that?
maybe not the best of choice, generally speaking. Also, Barker is performing a satanic ritual.
What is he doing? Jesus!
Look out! Barker's out for blood.
He's gonna blow!
glory
Lilac gets us started with a 20 damage plunge. The will of the scribes can be hard to read. What's up, Core? Oh my god. What's up, Core? How's it going?
Chewing Dragon, what are you doing?
They know. Oh, I forgot to move Chewing Dragon's name. No, I forgot. Oh. I might pause after the next score, because now it's bothering me. One match is one thing, but at a certain point, this is exactly what Barker would do. Alright, I'm gonna pause real quick.
Okay.
Just so that people can actually see how much Pyre Life Chewing Dragon has.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay.
Although, it is actually much easier to tell on the other screen, because on this screen, I kind of just need to guess.
I guess like move it a little to the left.
You know, something like that. Thereabouts, maybe.
Let me see.
Alright, can I go to the other screen briefly just to double check?
Yeah.
How does this... Oh, hold on. Too far! Wait, too far!
Okay.
Too much!
Are you a perfectionist? Chewing Dragon? I mean, not Lids. Are you a perfectionist?
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Okay. That's
Do you want to just throw the orb in the middle and I'll give you guys a countdown again? Because I count... Oh, or that. Or that.
That works too. That works too. What are you doing? What is he doing? What is he doing?
He's just standing there, menacingly.
The dissidents prevail.
There for the lives you've taken.
Intimidation tactics, indeed.
He
Oh,
just, like-
he also just left. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
On that
This
note,
was fun.
Chewing Dragon leaves us.
GG. GG. This was fun. I had fun.
Thanks for stopping by, Chewing Dragon. GG, good to see you again.
So who do I play against now?
That's a good question. So, well, it is getting late, and I'm
Core.
thinking we're probably only going to do a couple more matches, but Core, if you'd like to jump in, we could do our penultimate rite, in which we do the last one in which we take any requests. That can also be Core's warm-up, and then we go into the liberation rite after that. How does that sound? Nightbot was displeased with the number of emotes that you spammed. Oh, is that why? Hold on, wait, I can override that.
Nightbot is displeased with my request.
Now I see what happened. Somehow I am not surprised.
Wait, what do you mean Lilac Barkered? What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. Alright, Core says that works for him as well. Alright, so let me get Core in that case.
I love this emote so much.
It is a good one. Okay.
I might be biased though. Maybe.
That's fine. Oh, right. So, boats.
What is this?
Okay, it
what is this
seems
emote?
like
Hmm?
he's giving you Barker with the black
Okay.
hoof. Is
Okay.
what I believe that means.
Okay.
Let me set up.
Why
Core.
is there an emote? Why is there an emote that's just some dice?
RNG.
What is RNG?
Random number generator.
I thought maybe the N was like and. So like R&B, but RNG.
No. No, it's just for things like customize off.
Mm-hmm.
Barker must be picked first. Okay, and Core, which team would you like to be? Do you want to be the Pyre Hearts today?
Pyre Hearts.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello,
How's
Core.
how's it going, Lilac?
It's going good.
It's been a hot minute since we've been in a VC together.
Yeah. Wait. Who
Oh.
are you?
Okay, hold on. The requests continue to come in from Chewing Dragon here.
Oh no.
We are
I hope
getting
that-
no masteries.
I hope that didn't sound rude. Some of your voices sound similar. Sorry. But it has been going good.
Okay.
How's
Yeah,
it?
I'll just leave.
What? No. No. What? Was that a joke? Or
I'll be honest, I also didn't hear what happened.
I did. Are you jesting or did I offend you accidentally?
I'm jesting. I'm jesting.
Okay. But I've been doing good. I hope you've been doing good as well.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Nice.
Okay, so we do have a lot of stuff here. Some of these things I thought were specifically for Lilac. Chewing Dragon, are these things for both people? Are some of them for just Lilac? Can you just clarify? Core must be Barkered too. Okay, so both players have Barker in the first spot with the cursed talisman that prevents him from picking up the orb. No players have skills. The song is Thrash Pack, and we're on the boat, I think is where we stand. So on that note, let us begin.
The dissidents shall confront the
It is
Pyre
still
Hearts.
deadly silent.
Yeah, I don't hear any sound.
Welcome.
I don't know why that is. That's weird.
Who shall conduct
Like I could try
Um,
restarting Pyre. I
What,
feel like
did
that
you
has
hear
happened
sound
to us
on the
once
stream?
before for remote play, but I don't know
What
what
did
the
you say?
cause
okay.
was.
On stream, yeah, there is sound. That is odd.
Yeah, like I can hear it, which means on stream it should be playing as well, but for some reason it's not coming through, so it's definitely remote play that is the cause of it.
Your massive factor, first descendant diseases are spreading to Pyre.
Apparently.
We don't.
Okay.
I'm fine to play without it. It's fine for me.
Okay.
So Barker
refresh-
must go first,
Okay.
and he must take
use
the cursed
black
talisman that prevents him from picking up the orb, that one right there, the black hoof.
You getting me back, Chewing Dragon?
It does seem to be reminiscent of whatever it was the Chewing Dragon was
There's no
doing in the previous match.
Yeah, there's no masteries.
Wow. This is interesting. This
Very
is a great warm-up.
interesting.
Yeah, it's, I mean, can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, can play under these circumstances, you can play under normal circumstances, right?
I haven't played Pyre in over a month, and this is how I'm treated.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not your fault, right? Unless you requested some of it.
No. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's just Chewing Dragon. It's your rival. You guys are
Yes.
rivals now.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate
Chewing
him?
Dragon, no.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do I what?
Hate him.
Chewing Dragon?
Yeah.
Well,
0?
A Barker out of 10?
I thought you were rivals.
Well, just because we're rivals doesn't mean that I hate him.
No, but that's what it means.
Does it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Not necessarily.
I must have.
Categorically, you have to hate him.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, I mean, it fills me with it fuels me with strong emotions when I think back to what he has done to Faye and Ulmer.
Good. That's a start. Yeah, that's a start. Strong emotions. Good. We'll get that ball rolling, you know,
Yeah.
in the coming weeks.
This is true. I do not have a bark
wait,
request, but
wait,
Chewing Dragon
was-
may or may not have requested that both of you bark every time you score. You do not have to do this. I just want to make that
Thank
clear.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry,
And-
I'm not paying attention.
On this occasion, perhaps that is for the best.
We can do anything, right?
I mean,
After
yeah,
this?
to the extent that you can do anything
Right.
with just talisman. But yeah, you can take whatever
Yeah.
character you want and whatever
I-
talismans you want in the remaining spots.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I feel comfortable barking for you.
What about meowing?
I feel like that's worse. Almost.
Okay. Is there any animal noise you would be willing to do today?
Cassandra.
I can make imp noises.
I don't know. I feel like, and this is a that was impressive.
Wow. No, you that's you actually doing it. You're not just playing a sound clip.
No, I'm not. I'm actually doing that with my mouth.
Wow.
What? 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 What was that? What was that? Hello? What? Pardon? I beg your pardon? I do a pretty good Kizo impression.
But why is that specifically Tizo or just imps in general? Like, could
Just
be
imps, imps in general, although it is more like based on Tizo's voice specifically.
I see.
Wait, you can't tell the difference between Tizo and Messenger Imp's voice?
Yeah, it's a very clear difference. It's a very clear difference. Can you not tell the difference?
Now go.
Well, this is our first match between Lilac
All of the
and
dissidents
Core.
gone.
Lids, are you telling me that you cannot differentiate the sound?
No,
of
I'm saying
voices?
I'm the one who raised the point in the first place.
Oh, I thought
What are
you were
you talking
asking,
about?
I thought you were asking. I thought you were saying you were like in disbelief that the imps had different voices.
I was. Never
I
mind.
miss. I what were you saying a minute ago?
I was suggesting that it was odd that Core could not distinguish between different imp
Okay.
sounds because you
Okay,
said that you specifically practiced on Tizo's
In
voice.
goes the
Okay, then we're in agreement.
Good.
Core, you gotta study up.
Yeah.
You got-
my bad.
Come back when you're able to memorize each individual imp sound.
I mean,
I
otherwise
think
you just can't have an authentic experience at the Isle of Caelum, right?
Exactly.
I think when you don't play Pyre for a month, it's not only your play gets rusty and sloppy, but you also start to forget some of the lore.
Exactly. Also, the fact I don't know, like, if none of you knew this already, I'll go easy on you. But the imp heads on the field make noises as well.
Yeah.
You already knew that? Okay. Okay, good.
I don't think that's like a
Twas
secret.
dangerously
Yeah.
close.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to hear in the den of Kelmer.
Right, yeah.
So I thought perhaps maybe not everyone is as
Exactly
knowledgeable as I.
I mean, you are. I think you have the most knowledge
The
Why,
orders are
why,
out of
thank
everyone
you.
here.
Why, thank you. I'm honored. Like, actually, I'm honored.
No,
Thank
like
you.
I don't think it's like a. I'm not trying to compliment you. Like, I think it's just like
Okay.
that. Like I think you
Okay.
just present yourself that way. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yes.
Well, I took it as a compliment. You were saying.
I'd
that
rather
said-
you didn't actually.
Now to the flames.
Why? Are you,
What
are
is
you
this
afraid of me?
conversation?
Are you- I don't know. And
Unfortunate
as
for the
someone who's
dissidents.
kind of hard at reading conversations, I'm surprised I've lasted this long.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say.
But were you saying that objectively you think that I have the most information about? I'm the
Yeah, I
most
think you,
knowledgeable?
yeah, I just think you carry yourself that way. So maybe if you're like tricking us or something, you know, you're being not honest or you know.
I see, I understand now, but I still am taking that as a compliment.
Bask in
I'm
the
still
pure
taking that as a
flame.
compliment. It's a boost to my ego.
Okay, well,
The
we
rite
can't
is
do
nearly
that.
ended.
Why not?
Because I think if you do that too much with all the knowledge that you have, I think
You'll be corrupted with power.
yeah, exactly. You'd be too prideful. You know, you would succumb to the hubris.
Hmm. Like Icarus?
Exactly. You flew too close to the sun.
I see, I see. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being smart.
There kind of is.
A blessing keeps the pyre burning hot.
What is wrong with being smart?
Because when you're smart, you can take advantage of it.
That's taking advantage of other people though is a choice. Like just because you're smart.
No, I think it's like part of being smart.
I
like,
don't. I'd
you're
love to.
Deep philosophical takes from Corn.
I'd love to hear your logic on that. Actually.
Because I think to be smart, you have to take advantage of it. It's like,
Or you just read a lot of books.
what?
and-
But what I'm saying is, I don't think that's what makes you smart.
Ah.
I think what makes you
okay.
smart is if you take advantage of it.
Why is that your definition of smart though?
Just what I've observed, you know.
I see. I see. Interesting. Intriguing even. Fascinating perspectives.
Another banishment.
Both players seemingly not concerned with where the orb is or what it's doing.
The orb.
Well, I had black poop. You know what that does, or do I need to explain it to you?
You see, the thing is,
It's a hoof that's black.
Yeah.
And it is done.
with that throw,
The pyre
Corn takes the win. Tizo, though, may object.
The ceremony is complete.
GG.
And I think it is time, if you two are ready, for us to transition into our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So that would mean no requests for this one. Both players just taking their preferred teams to finish things off in style, reactivating those masteries and whatnot. And we will head over to the Fall of Solium. We'll
Have you ever played, oh, continue.
Oh, we'll just go Never to Return Pyre Hearts Edition here.
Have you ever played CPU versus CPU with all saps?
Well, we can't do all saps, not unless we give them a specific talisman.
Right. I said that because I did that today
Oh,
with
okay.
some of my friends. Like I sat them down to watch me, and it was very interesting.
5
interesting.
hours later.
there
No one has
There was-
scored.
no because at least twice I actually got like kind of a video of it. At some point, just all the characters just suddenly stopped moving.
CPUs were like, alright, we've had enough of this nonsense.
Yeah, and I wasn't even using all saps. I was using, because it was like unmodded, I was using two saps and a demon on each side. And they all just stopped moving.
Yeah, I think the AI does that when there's a lot of saps, I think, in general, because the saplings just change their, like, AI. It's really weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It was in the Glade too.
Non-modded or modded blade?
Non-modded.
Yeah, there's no way that right is ending.
Alright, well, I think we are ready for this final rite, our liberation rite. So let us begin.
time is nigh, exiles. You are gathered
For
at
once,
the hall
instead of hearing
Sirium.
AJ's annoying voice, I just hear
Here
the
you may
beautiful sound
yet
of
prove
silence.
your worth.
Yeah, I put the
Cling
pirate
to whatever
track in
shred
the
of
background
hope
for
you
me.
have.
That's a good idea.
Dissidents,
I would
stand
recommend that.
prepared.
Oh wait, that's true for this one.
Stand ready.
Finally, a standing simulator pyre.
Now let us begin.
Alright, well, as we were saying, this will be our final rite of the night, our liberation rite, so no requests from chat for this one. Both players just taking their preferred teams to finish things off in style, and that means a Mooncrest Oralek in the first spot for Lilac.
He's got his antidepressants.
Sir Gilman.
I hope your exile falls off the face of a cliff.
Oh, excuse me?
Strong words from Core.
This is trash talk.
He went with Gilman.
Are
He
you
is
trying to
talking the
make us-
trash.
Are you trying to make us rivals?
We are. Cause
Are we?
my freedom is, you're in the way of my freedom. I'm gonna take the freedom from my companions. Me as the reader.
I think you made Blue angry.
Did I make Blue angry?
Yes.
Well, I always liked Red better.
That's an interesting retort.
Sandra.
Blue said, "Take that back."
Core starting all the beefs today.
Sir Gilman.
It's true.
You're worse than me with Almer and Gareth.
Messenger.
Alright, well here we go. Our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. Lilac on the left representing the dissidents and Core on the right representing the Pyre Hearts. Best of luck to you both.
Just silence.
I can hear you.
Silence is in no music.
Okay. Maybe there's a music in conversation.
That's a good. Okay, that's it. That's a fair point. It's oddly poetic. It sounds like the name of a song almost. Who's your favorite exile? Or
Circuit.
you know, I've started to kind of warm up to Sir Deluge, honestly.
You understand his pain.
Yes, I think that maybe he is superior to Sir Gelman, perhaps.
Okay, I'm not gonna play the right until you take that back.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you heard me. No, I don't think you were. This is my so
No, I'm not taking that back. You wanted to start beef.
No, that's
giving-
real.
I'm-
Though. That's
you
real.
wa-
Those
you
are
want-
fighting words.
You wanted beef, I'm giving you beef.
No.
All natural beef.
I actually wanted chicken.
Yeah,
I'll have to beat you.
I think, in fact, I think Gilman kind of sucks.
Okay.
I'm not, like, I know
You're the one playing the white-haired demon freak.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Pardon me? Okay, if you don't take that back, I won't take back what I said about Gilman.
I didn't think you were. Regardless of what I said.
Well,
We're far gone now. At this point, there's no reconciling.
I might take it back if you take back what you said about Oralek.
Orlek?
Yes.
More like Boralek.
Okay, I admit that's pretty creative.
Yeah, it was not that great.
Do you have you practiced trash
Yes.
talking your opponents?
I practiced in the mirror trash talking specifically you.
Excuse me? Are you okay? Did you just choke?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. That was a strange noise you made.
Yeah. It happens.
The
from time to
orbs
time.
engulf.
This is like getting shot multiple times. Who's your least favorite exile then? I'm curious. I'm curious. Tell
Probably
me.
one of the no faces, like Vorford or something.
Or say Gareth.
I don't find with Gareth.
Why? He's
Because Lids is my brother in arms. We're Pyre brothers, so I had to back him. I can't have opinions of my own.
that
in the
doesn't.
call.
What if you can't? What if you could? What if you rebelled against Lids?
No, it's not about authority. It's about brothership. It's not about rebellion.
Yes, but a brothership in which you cannot state your own opinions is not a brothership.
No, it's that I don't have a strong enough opinion that agreeing with Lids is my opinion.
That still doesn't sound very healthy to me.
No, it is. It's very. You wouldn't understand. You're an
Excuse-
Orlek picker. You wouldn't understand. anything about
I'm
brotherhood.
an Orlek picker because he's OP, honestly.
Oh, really? Is that true?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of winning. I mean,
That's-
not really, but
Remember everything which
I
you
mean,
hold
you do have 2 points above me. So maybe that is there's some truth to that. Like,
See, yeah, even if I lose, I'm a winner because I picked Faye on my team.
by now.
okay, that's kind of valid.
I'm glad we agree on that. We better.
Unexpected. An unimpressive
I got some
thrust,
leech.
but true.
E.
Give me some of that help.
Best not let this go to your heads, Pyre Hearts. Someone there rose to the occasion.
But you better take back those things you said about Orlek before the end of the match.
See,
Or
I
blue.
have Tizo on my team. And,
So?
Tizo is sad because of Orlek. Because Orlek betrayed them.
Tizo more like Baldzo.
Okay. You literally make Tizo sounds. You've admitted to making Tizo sounds. How can you say that?
Merely a glancing blow.
Are they
It
no
wasn't-
longer Tizo sounds? Are they just, regular imp sounds?
I can still make Tizo sounds and say the word Baldzo. Baldzo is not a slur.
Balzo is better to me. It's borderline. It's borderline.
Is it really? Who is it a slur against?
Tizo and imps.
Okay.
You know all imps have issues with their hair.
Do they now?
Yeah.
Their feathers. Their feathers.
It's on their head though. It's just hard to notice.
I see. Okay, I take back the Baldzo comment. That was harsh of me. But I'm not taking back what I said about Deluge.
I'll convince you another day. Maybe this is not a debate for one right. It's a debate for 1,000 rights.
This isn't a debate, it's a war.
It's a war, exactly. Whoever wins. This is just one battle.
Do you
Whoever
have
wins.
do you have a side on the Gareth versus Ulmer war? Do you? Well.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Not particularly, honestly.
Okay, good. Because if they're, let's just say you don't want to make an enemy out of me, or
Okay, Gareth. I love Garrett.
Excuse me.
Garrett is way better than Almer.
Excuse me.
All my homies hate Almer.
Then we are not homies.
We are. You're right. We are homies. We're rivals.
We're rivals. We are rivals now.
I'm
What
a
is wrong?
warlord, and you
what
are
is-
a court jester.
Excuse me.
Dance from
Excuse-
puppet.
I will do no such thing. What did Almer ever do to you?
He disrespected my family.
When?
He rejected Faye.
When?
In the story, he rejected her when she came up to talk to him.
That was their first conversation.
Yeah.
No, listen, I only bring this up because I am in a dire situation. To all my friends in the chat, I am only doing this because I'm backed into a corner. Listen, if you liberate Faye and Almer, they like get married and start a family.
Whoa! Spoilers! Spoilers!
Okay.
Why would you say that? I haven't finished the campaign yet.
Wait, what? Wait, what? For real?
Ferocity
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize for that then.
Divine intervention.
I never, you know, when I say finished the campaign, I haven't finished all the permutations.
Now end the ceremony.
Okay.
So like, I didn't know that existed because I never liberated
Oh.
the bug.
I'm sorry then. But
But that's technically not the only thing that's canon, right? Because like, every ending is canon. So like, there's also an ending where they aren't together. In fact, there's more endings where they're not together. So think about
War is taken.
I suppose. But that doesn't give you the right to disrespect Almer.
it. Yeah, but then he disrespected Faye, so I have to choose sides.
As a Faye enjoyer, I unfortunately
Agree?
understand-
And you
no.
changed your opinion about Almer, and now you think
no.
Gareth is the greatest.
I never said that. I was
just finishing your sentence.
I was going to say no. The end of my sentence was I think I see where you're coming from, but I still don't agree with the Almer
No,
slander.
I think I finished your sentence
The
much better.
demon order.
No,
has
I
deadly
disagree.
devastating
I
blow.
disagree. Do you not believe in the rights and liberties of fail girls?
Of what?
Nothing.
Fail girls?
Is that not an apt description?
Resplendent
I don't know what fail girls are. I have no idea what you're referring to.
Okay,
is taken.
you can find out for yourself if you want.
Swift
No, you can explain it to
recovery.
me. We have time.
No. You're gonna beat me it's pretty soon, so.
No, no, I'm not gonna beat you. Until you
It-
tell me about fail girls.
Well, what does it sound like to you? What does
Girls
it
that
sound?
fail?
Exactly.
But what does that mean?
Girls that fail, like girls that fail that are like pathetic or sad or losers, etc. But it's meant in like an affectionate sense.
Interesting. And what was the context that you used it in?
Do you not believe in the rights and liberties of fail girls?
Oh, because I changed your sentence?
No, because you're slandering Almer.
I'm so sorry.
Stifled effort.
Excellent.
I still don't know. It's okay. We'll just move past it. I learned something today.
You learn something new every day.
I learned about it Pyre, and I learned about fail.
I'm educated. See, I'm smart.
Yeah, because you took advantage of me.
You're right, actually. Now I feel powerful.
You feel powerful. Now I'm gonna lose.
I feel very powerful and wise. Someday you will thank me for giving you such a thorough education.
Can it not be today?
What do you mean?
Can can it not be today?
That you thank me?
Yeah.
You can thank me when you're ready, but I know it'll be soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you thanked me now.
Yeah. You made it seem like it was gonna be a distant, time or whatever. But, Thanksgiving is around the corner. Maybe I should.
That's true. Are you thankful for my?
I'm not thankful. I'm not thankful now.
Well, I was gonna say, are you thankful for the education I've given you on failed girls?
Not yet. That'll be Thursday.
Okay.
There it is, at last. The dissidents proved their worth.
Is Lids awake?
Well, that was our liberation rite. Well played, you two. GG.
Ends the liberation rite.
Were you enjoying our conversation?
It was a conversation, all right. Well, that was our liberation rite, our final rite of the night. Thank you, everybody who participated in the rites today, and everybody who gave us the requests in chat as well. I am going to hop out of Discord now. I will catch you guys
Farewell.
next time.
Good game.
Good game.
Okay, one moment. Let me get them out of remote play as well. Let's see. Did they both leave? No, I think they're both out. Yes. Okay. Let me just throw this screen on. Because as I was saying, that was our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So thank you everybody who participated in the rites and everybody who gave us their requests in chat today as well. This was, of course, Pyre Community Rite Night, and if you are interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then the best way to do so is by joining the Rite Club Discord server, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. My name is Lids, I'm hosting these Rite Nights, and my streaming schedule is Fridays we are doing Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer, Saturdays Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, Sundays, obviously, Pyre multiplayer, and then the First Descendant, basically whatever weeknight happens to work best. However, we're kind of waiting for the next First Descendant update, which is coming out in a little over a week, so might not have as much of that in the coming days. But Lids Vids on YouTube as well, posting the VODs for all those streams, so if you missed anything, you can catch it there as well. Also doing some Hades 2, and maybe even occasionally some Helldivers 2 videos there as well. But if you haven't done so yet already, of course, you can also hit the follow button to get a notification for when I go live, and you can also follow me on Twitter at LidsVids. I post every when I go live as well, but actually the best place to stay up to date on all things Lids is my Discord, which you can join by clicking on... Oh. Well, actually, that first link was my Discord. Hold on. This link is the Rite Club link. We'll just do them in reverse order just to keep you guessing, keep you on your toes. But that's going to be it for me for tonight, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time.